do me a favor. Shut the fuck up.
Hi, you Dividend Warriors. Welcome back to Saturday Night Live.
The reason we know how to use margin because we know how to use margin. Because you don't know how to use margin, well, don't put it on us. Don't even ask us questions.
Oh, I got a troll on one of my YouTube channels.
At least I got some allies here.
I'm my wallet. I'm 10 foot tall.
Hey, Ryan, why don't you pull up Amazon's margins real quick?
Well,
We have to have you.
Is that somebody's vibrator going off? What is that?
I thought it was yours.
Nav erosion, cap erosion. Who give a flying fuck about that shit?
Why do there gotta be haters for everything? Hello, everybody. It's Saturday, and it happens to be Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Now, fiscal, it's Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, especially now since the fall is coming by. We got the new background. I think that means even more bad things could be happening at Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern. What do you think?
Well, it could be. Actually, funny enough, before the show, since AI is such a hot topic, I asked Grok for a list of activities.
Oh, wow.
And so here's the top 10 according to AI, okay? Impulsive online shopping. That's number one. Dining at expensive restaurants.
Ooh.
Number 3, something we know a little bit about with our buddy Seymour, gambling.
Ooh. Never have done anything like that.
Attending pricey events.
Ooh.
You know that UFC match, what they're paying for seats there, you know?
Yeah.
Number 5.
Yeah.
Number 5 is bar hopping. I mean, we all know that's not accretive.
To a dividend dude's doing right now.
Number 6. Now this could be pertinent. Investing in risky ventures without research.
Oh, that's actually relevant.
I get the feeling that might come up later. Ordering takeout excessively is number 7. You know, that pizza, that Chinese food, whatnot. Your DoorDash, your Uber Eats, but by Uber Eats it pays us money. Shopping for non-essentials in store. It specifies. Ooh. I'm gonna guess that they need to distinguish between that and online shopping. Subscribing to new services, except of course our membership, that is accretive.
$2 a month. We need money.
And then number 10, and this is something I unfortunately maybe indulge in a little touch. Hosting an extravagant party.
That's not.
I'm like the Great Gatsby of Arizona. So,
Great Gatsby of Arizona. What a quote!
Right.
Yeah, I was thinking you could be
quote of the year.
I'm thinking the top of my head. Not a lot of stuff comes to mind. Losing half of your investors' money in startup, mysteriously putting it into Palantir. That could be something that you could be doing at Saturday at p.m. Eastern.
You were just a cockroach, according to the replies.
That might be like the most regarded person I've ever interacted with. I've never seen a Kathy Wood fan. In the first place. But, the 5-year chart says otherwise. Who's laughing now? Oh, my goodness. We Tire on Dividends was gifted a channel membership by Seymour Duck. And as per usual, every episode, we're gonna let Tyler, the black belt investor, he'll get lucky here. He won't have to dance, but we'll do that before he comes on. So as per usual, there's not much difference between prostitutes and strippers and us. We will dance for $1 at 66 cents per person with YouTube's cut. Here we go.
Round two, here we go.
Thank you, Seymour Duck. Congratulations. We Tire on Dividends. I used to, we always read your comments. That's fake news. With all that out of the way, we are going to let our guest on. Now, anybody that is a BJJ black belt and into finance, I think that puts them into like the top 0.5% of people in the finance Twitter community, whatever. It is none other than Tyler Bailey, the black belt investor. Welcome on.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
We are very excited to talk about some of the more vocal accounts on Twitter that have some interesting takes I see you replying to often. I'm going to start off with a fun little question. What do you think are your top 2 or 3 most grifty accounts on Twitter? You can go unhinged on here.
Yeah. So, I mean, I did this as like a side thing. So I do a lot of real estate. Okay. So I started this X channel as kind of like just to see what everyone's up to. And I'm super into stocks, obviously, stock market investing, but I noticed that there's just a ton of retards just everywhere. You know what I mean? And I seriously think like, I think if you see 10 channels or 10 X accounts, 8 of them are like pump and dumpers or bots. It's, you know, none of them have their profile photo. It's not a real profile photo. So everyone's hiding their identity. Everyone doesn't have a real name. Okay. And then they're posting really, really influential things. They have a ton of followers somehow. And you see all these people who are following them. And you're like, man, you're influencing a ton of people to like buy Palantir at all-time highs or like whatever crypto, you know what I mean? So I can't think of anyone in specific. There's this, okay, now I can. There's this one guy called Stevio.
I'll look them up. It's kind of like an association with profile pictures for me. Like I just see the profile picture and I know immediately.
It's one of those old memes of like that stick figure like crying.
Oh yeah.
And his name's he's one of the Yield Max. The Yield Max guys are the funniest guys.
Oh no.
The
Episode
old
32
TV
back.
Yeah, those are craziest guys. And it's funny now because you're seeing like the market go to all-time highs and you're seeing these Yield Max ETFs just tank. And you see some of them like, oh shit, like they're starting to freak out. I'm like, dude, I've been telling you this for like 2 years, you know?
What could possibly go wrong with a asset with a NAV erosion of like 20% annually? What could go
NAV
wrong?
erosion, capital erosion, who give a flying fuck about any of that?
Yeah, quote of the year.
Yeah. And the big percentage of their returns is taxable. You know, it's probably in a non-taxable, it's probably in like an individual account. And, you know, if 100% of your return is dividends, then a bunch of that's going to get taxed. So you're not even getting that full amount anyway, you know?
Fiscal, do you want to tell Tyler about the episode 30 story from your words, not mine?
The episode 32 story, yeah. So there used to be somebody, they had to change their channel name because the Yield Max people he was using it in his channel name. But we had him on to talk about his ideas. And at the time, what he was telling people to do, or what he claimed to be doing, was taking out a HELOC on his personal property for like a couple $100,000, throwing it onto Robinhood, and then going max margin into AMZ, the Yield Max Amazon covered call ETF or whatever.
Yeah.
And him and his followers could not be convinced at that time that there was anything possibly wrong with that strategy.
Yeah.
I think you're leaving out some parts, Fiscal.
And the whole thing devolved into a complete shit show. And at a certain point, he paid a service to take our channel down because the discussion did not go his way, we'll say. And he also used an encrypted email service to send death threats to Ryan's family.
Oh, what totally, yeah.
I'm a dork. Yeah, this is a dork. I don't know, man.
So
I feel like a lot of these people, like, so I got blocked by Joseph Carlson.
Oh boy.
But I wasn't mean. I just basically he came out with a video for Duolingo.
Oh.
Which, by the way, I've used Duolingo since 2013. I'm like one of the OG users, and I learned fluent Portuguese and Spanish. I lived in Cancun, Mexico for 4 years. I've been doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu forever, so I've been around tons of Brazilians. And so it was interesting seeing this app come up. But he said, I'm buying Duolingo at whatever price it is, but after earnings, no matter what, I'm going to buy it way more. Okay. He said that. So, and that way more was 350 and up. So recently Duolingo went down and I said, hey man, what's it like buying Duolingo at 350 and up?
Oh, I saw
Right?
that.
Yeah. And then he's like, I didn't say that. And then I like screen recorded a video of him saying that, and then he blocks me. So I think what I'm trying to say is, like, I think a lot of these people are very weak and they've never had any kind of struggle in their life. So if anyone tries to go up to them and call them out or have a discussion with them, they're so weak that, like, if they're wrong, they just block you or try to send death threats to you via email.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, Joseph Carlson, we've had some encounters with him. He, the good old Target versus Costco debate, because you could totally compare those two companies. I don't know. I think his issue is just like he's one of those people where he's always got to be right.
Listen,
yeah,
I think Joseph Carlson looks like a lesbian who looks like Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
That's the best way to describe his physical appearance to me.
Yeah,
we know he doesn't really lift, and that the gym stuff's just for show. But you could literally just pull up. It's an old Tumblr page. It's an artifact of the old internet. But it's a page called Lesbians Who Look Like Justin Bieber, and you could throw Joseph Carlson's picture on that page, and he would fit right in.
It's fit right in. That's funny.
Ryan, you should
I have
try
nothing against the guy. I think he does well. He has some great content, great videos, but just like anyone else, I mean, you talk to them, you're trying to have a conversation, and they block you because of it. And it's just, I don't know. I just find the investing community is full of people who are wrong, and it's okay to be wrong. I've been wrong too. No one's perfect, but if I'm wrong, I want someone to call me out. Call me out.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong. Let's see. Like, but people are just so set in their ways. So,
Yeah, especially right now, everybody's a genius. You're in like a. There you go, Fiscal.
Yeah, I mean, scroll through it a little bit here, and let's just. I mean, don't you think Joseph Carlson would fit right in here?
He does.
Like you wouldn't even notice that there was anything different. It would just be like, yeah. There's a Justin Bieber escalate, especially if you put him in, the right kind of outfit,
the right attire.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing against the guy. I just thought it was weird that I called him out and I was right, and then he blocks me because he's like, oh, I can't have anyone else find out that I lied.
He doesn't like to not be right.
That's.
Another guy I called out, his name, I don't know if you've seen it. He's really good, and I respect the guy's Patient Investor.
Patient Investor.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, it does.
He has an accent. But he basically said that he's buying because I found this company, Murphy's USA.
Oh yeah, MUSA.
And with Murphy's, I did some due diligence. I looked him up on YouTube, like breakdowns, because I like to see what other people say before I buy a company. Also, you read the financials, and there was like no info on him except that guy's video. And he was saying he loves the company. It's a buy and hold forever company. Buy and hold forever. I mean, he said it multiple times. He's like, I'm buying this. I'm holding this forever. It's a quality company. And I shit you not, 2 months later, he comes out with another video. And he's like, yeah, I sold them for a loss.
Oh,
I swear. And I'm just like, dude, I bought way more because they went down. I bought way more.
Yeah.
But it's like you're influencing all these people, right? You're influencing thousands of people, usually younger people who have no idea what they're doing. And then you're telling them this is like a quality buy and hold forever company, and then you turn around and sell it, right?
35K followers on Twitter.
Yeah, he's got a Discord and a Patreon. He has 1,000 members paying him $20 a month.
Oh, we need to get on that, Fiscal. We need to get on that level.
That's $20,000 a month for talking about stocks.
We were told we need to step up our grift. I think
it's about time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On the topic of memberships, any thoughts on Dividend, dude?
I don't know why anyone would pay anything to him. I mean, yeah, I his shit was coming up on my feed. He must pay X to promote because he just kept coming up and I wouldn't follow him. And I had to end up like blocking him because he kept coming up on my feed.
Interesting thing. He was actually featured in a Kamikaze Cash video recently on YouTube for criticizing Yield Max, actually.
Yeah.
And he wrote on the screenshot a rare W.
Uh-huh.
I see what he did there. Yeah. He put out something this week that was just like undefended. It's actually part of the quote of the year. He was talking about how he was responding to a post about how the unemployment rate for 16 to 24-year-olds is now at like 10%. And he just said, this is disgraceful. And I won't get into too much lore, but he could be classified as part of that 10.5%, even though he's in college, and I don't think they count that.
That's correct. They don't technically count full-time students in that statistic, but I get your meaning.
I bet I would have way more followers if I called myself the Dividend Black Belt Investor.
Oh, yeah, that's
probably
a smart idea.
You guys too. If you went Dividend Cash Kings, you guys would have like millions of followers. I don't know why people are so obsessed with fucking
the Dividend Kings instead of
free
the
money.
Kings.
It's free money. What are you talking about? There's totally
man.
there's no opportunity cost at all. What's opportunity?
There's no problem with dividends, but like I see that people make that they're just so obsessed with it because they're so used to getting a paycheck every 2 weeks. I think that's why. People are so used to working. You work 2 weeks, you get a paycheck. You have a rental property, every month you get a paycheck. So when you're invested in a company that doesn't pay dividends, doesn't feel like you're getting your weekly or bi-weekly paycheck.
Yep.
And I think new investors, they get so attracted to dividends because you're accustomed to having to receive something every few weeks. And I think that's why those guys have so many followers and their YouTube channels. I mean, that Mark Rusin guy, it's all dividends, dividend dude, dividend kings, dividend queens. It's all dividend. Those guys have the most followers out of everybody.
Yeah. They have the personality of a box too. So
it's also why the Yield Max products are so popular and why, because it's literally called Yield Max, the max yield you could possibly get.
Yeah.
And it's also why people are obsessed with, like, there's some funds that now pay out weekly that do covered calls, and they're just obsessed with the frequency of the payout, as though it's like, if let's say you do care about getting some kind of income from your investment, it shouldn't theoretically matter to you whether they pay out yearly, quarterly, monthly, whatever, because the difference to your total return is absolutely negligible. So I don't understand that obsession, but other than maybe it comes from like a poor person's mindset where it's like, well, if I don't get paid every week, I can't possibly cover my bills, because that's what they're used to.
I also think it's because people don't understand the underlying security they're investing in. So they're like, well, if this thing goes down, at least I'll get a dividend.
Yes.
And it'll make up for my losses. I think that's another thing too. And I used to think like that when I first started. I was like, well, if it goes down, I'll just hold it because I'm getting a dividend, and that's just
in the beginning. We thought about having dividend in the, like, we had a long discussion about the name of the channel, but at the time, I think we were both starting to kind of like, we all had our
made in the
dividend
switch.
Yeah. And but we were both starting to kind of come out of that whole dividend obsession at the time. And so we went against the dividend in the name thing, but we'd probably have 10 times the
the dividend dilfs or something, man. You'd be famous.
I'm old enough, but
maybe I gotta become a teen father for that to be put that into fruition.
And I have to be a geriatric father.
Yeah,
but it's okay.
All right, we'll get to the jiu-jitsu talk. How long have you been training? Kind of give everybody a quick elevator talk about your journey with jits.
Yeah, so I've been training since I was 13, and I'm almost 30. I'm 30 next month, so I've been training for a long time. You know, I used to train about 4 to 6 hours a day. You guys can look me up. My fight name was El Capitan MMA. You can see my fights on YouTube. Yeah, I fought MMA. I competed jiu-jitsu. I ran 10th Planet Cancun for about 4 years in Cancun. Yeah.
So with the 10 Planet thing, I know that we have one locally by me. I'm not going to dox myself. You can guess by the jersey. How involved were you with like Eddie Bravo getting that set up? Because does he like handpick kind of like the head coaches for each gyms?
So basically, when you want to open up a 10th Planet, you have to, first of all, be an affiliate, know him, and apply to be an affiliate. And then you have to send him, if you're not near, you have to send videos of the whole curriculum. They have all these warm-ups and stuff. So I co-opened the gym with my friend Jonathan Hernandez. He's like the #1 bodybuilding nutritionist in like all of Mexico. He has all these fighters and all these. He actually looks kind of like Eddie Bravo, but his name is Jonathan Hernandez. And basically, I was 19. I moved to Cancun, and he opened it up, and I ran it. So he put up the money, and I ran the whole gym. I ordered everything, and then we had to send in all the videos of all the techniques and stuff. And the 10th Planet thing was his idea. I didn't care too much, but that's how it went.
Were you a fan of it?
It's all right. I mean, I hate training in the gi.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck the gi.
I only do no gi. So it was really convenient, especially in Cancun, because it's so humid.
Yeah.
It is insanely humid, man. So like your gi is just going to be soaking wet, and you would have to have like 10 gis per week and wash them all. It's just, yeah. So it was convenient for sure.
Have you ever met Eddie Bravo?
Yeah, I had dinner with him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's a photo on my Instagram. I was in Las Vegas, and we went to ADCC 2-3 years ago, and I had dinner with him and Johnny and a few other guys. Oh, and Victor Davila, the UFC announcer for Mexico. For anything in Spanish, he's the announcer. He's the Joe Rogan. So
that's sick. Yeah, I just got a ADCC shirt off Temu because I'm not paying $50 to level black.
Yeah.
Blake asks, how good is rubber guard?
It's terrible, man. It's really bad for your knees. If you want to do a similar type of rubber guard, it's called Williams guard. And you don't have to bend your knee so much. So instead of like bending your leg like this, you reach here. I'll put it down. I know it's
free instructionals here, everybody. This is great.
More. You have to go like this. So you trap the guy's arm. So his arm's trapped, right? Instead of doing this on your knee, you reach through here and go like that. And his arm's going to be trapped. I did it in one of my fights. But yeah, it's not good for your knee. You can look up people snapping their knee for doing rubber guard on YouTube.
Is it safe to assume that that you watched CJI last weekend?
Yep.
What are your thoughts on Gio's tap?
There was a Brazilian tap for sure. Yeah, a couple of those guys they're like,
yeah, fully on belly down heel hook. No, I didn't
tap. Yeah. You need to. I know it's hard to tap, man, but I've torn my knees 3 times. 3 times. I was crippled. So anytime someone gets me in a leg lock or something, and like I'm stuck and I know I can't get out, I'm just tapping. I'm like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah. It always sucks when you have somebody. I won't expose everything about me, but I enjoy a good straight ankle lock, and like you have maybe a trial guy or somebody just so petty about not getting out of it. They're rolling inwards towards it. It's like just tap. Do you do any like privates or anything?
Yeah, so I have a 3-car garage, and the whole thing is mats and weights and
Oh.
stuff. So I actually have like a group of 6 to 8 guys that come to my house. It's like a small group, and we beat each other up about 3-4 times a week. I don't do privates anymore just because it's just not worth it, man. Like, and I charge a lot. It's like,
yeah,
it's like 100, 150 an hour, and a lot of people just can't afford it, you know?
Yeah.
So I just have a group of like 6 to 8 guys, charge a little membership. This is for fun, because if I wasn't having it at my house, I would go somewhere and do it. So might as well do it at my house, get compensated a little bit from it, you know?
Yeah, passive income.
Yeah, covers my groceries. You know.
Say everybody, we tie in BJJ. Fiscal has no idea what we're talking about for half of this, but we tie it in with the money, and it's a good time. Last question before we move back to the boring stuff. Top 3 favorite no-gi subs.
So the number 1 submission in all of MMA and jiu-jitsu is going to be the arm triangle from Mount. That's my number 1, because the guy's pin, and if he escapes it, you don't give up top position.
Yeah.
Right. So I would say arm triangle from Mount. I would do the most dominant positions. Probably Kimura from side control, stepping over the head, and a Choi bar from top crucifix.
Ooh.
So I have crucifix. I don't know if you watched Chimaev in Dricus.
Yeah.
He had him in a crucifix. He trapped his arm. You can actually just come down on the elbow and break his elbow from there. It's one of my favorite moves.
Yeah. All right. We'll go back to the boring finance stuff. I'm sorry, Fiscal.
I actually did used to watch MMA when I was younger, so I know what some of the submission words you guys were throwing around are, or what they look like anyway.
Oh, lastly, you should start like challenging out people to fights, because it would just be easy money. Let's just say like an influencer boxing match or something, or make it MMA even. It'd be free money. Just talk a bunch of shit. Nobody's
Maybe
gonna
finance
do
guy will
anything.
pay you $5,000 to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beat me up, and I'll give you $5,000 or something. Yeah.
All right. Back to the boring stuff. What are some of the top holdings in your portfolio?
So my portfolio is super simple, man. It's like 75-80% SCHG.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So I have about $400,000 in the SCH. No, I have about $400,000 total invested. I know a lot of people online they put their percentage, but they don't put the number. They don't put the number. They're like, oh, I made 30% this year. 30% of what?
$300.
Yeah, you made $300, right?
Wow.
So like, I think the number is important, because it's super easy to invest $10,000 and be risky with it, especially when you're starting. So anyway, I want to throw that out there. So I have about 400,000 and about 325, 350s in SCHG. And SCHG is magical, because as any ETF, it has its, if one investment doesn't do good, they take it out and replace it with one that does. You don't have to do any work.
Yeah.
I have the best large cap growth companies in the market at all times. So that's gonna give me my 13, 14, 15% a year. So SCHG is gonna make my portfolio double about every 5 years. Okay. So the remaining 20%, my biggest holding is MUSA. So Murphy's, my second biggest. I probably have to check what I got right now. My third is probably FICO. But what I do is, if I find an amazing opportunity like Aries and KKR, which I'm really excited about.
Fuhat just got bricked in the chat.
You guys should look up, if you haven't heard of them. There's 0 videos on YouTube of Aries. Look up Aries Capital and look at a 10-year chart.
So which ticker, Aries or ARCC?
ARES.
Okay.
Okay.
Because ARCC is managed by ARES, so they're related, but they're not the same thing.
Mm.
Yeah. So I want you to do Aries. Okay. And I want you to do a 10-year total return chart. Okay.
Total return.
And I want you to compare that to Google, Meta, and Amazon.
Oh, this is fun because this is you can do this on only fiscal.ai, the top. We haven't done this in a while with Aries. Who am I comparing it to? Google.
Google, Meta, and you don't have to pick
Yeah.
all of them. You can do Google, Meta, Amazon. Just don't do Nvidia because
Are we going here? We look up total return.
Yeah. And I do not have a clue why nobody's talking about this company. It's strange. No pressure, no pressure.
Yeah, I might have to do this on Seeking Alpha. This is not a good advertisement for fiscal.ai. Ratios. Arya is probably so pissed off at me right now.
Just just type return.
Return?
No? Yeah, just type return.
This is all this is all like metrics and stuff, like KPIs. I'll do it on Seeking Alpha. I'll pull it up.
Okay. But so I want you to do that, and then I want you to compare, and this is a great conversation actually. I want you to compare Aries to the other company, ARCC, the BDC company. After. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go like half SCHG and about 30% Aries, 10% KKR, and then the rest like high growth, risky shit like HIMS and.
All right, I just did the S&P 500 for very basic terms. Okay. We have 5-year performance. Unfortunately, it doesn't let us go up to 10. We're on a budget here on the show. High expenses.
All right. Well, basically, Aries in the past 10 years has gotten about 1,500% return in 10 years, and no one's talking about them. Where
pretty good.
Google, Amazon, all them, they got about 600-700%. And if you look at their the parent companies, Aries, and the other BDC companies, ARCC, you could see the consequence of focusing on dividends. That's the
price return. This is total return.
Yeah. So if you put ARCC there, you'll see the consequence of just focusing on dividends. I mean, it's outperformed it by like 3 or 4, so it's an amazing company, man.
And for the viewership, what does Aries do?
So Aries basically raises capital. They raise money and they go invest in the best investment opportunities in the world.
Private equity.
Maybe a Mitt needs to get onto this.
Real estate, joint venture startups, and they say no to like 95 to 99% of the opportunities presented to them. Undervalued real estate. They basically try to find the best investments. They don't care what it is and provide a return on that. They make their main money as management fees. So they charge 1 to 2% per assets under management. So the more capital they raise, the more money Aries makes. And if they exceed a certain return, so let's just say if we get over 12% on the investment, we're going to get a 20% bonus performance fee from that, right? So if they make an extra, let's call it 10%, they're making an extra 2% on that 10%. It's 20%, right? So it's an amazing business model because they also have contracts where if you sign up to put your capital with Aries, you can't pull out. You're locked in for like 10 years or something.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a bitchin' company, man. It's like a way better version of Berkshire Hathaway, in my opinion.
Now, for the people who are worried about the value, they say the P is 102. What do you
Mhm.
think is a good valuation metric to look at for this company?
Look at their forward PE.
Forward PE?
Mm-hmm.
Aries forward PE is current. It's 28 to they're not saying it on. Thanks, Gemini. It says like 28 right now.
Mm-hmm.
But for a
That's how
company
fast they're growing. That's how fast they're growing.
that's growing at 26% 5-year CAGR, it's decent.
Yeah, I mean, find me a better investment than that. That's that's not talked about all the time.
Fuhat has an opinion.
FRE.
Brew than Loom. I don't know. Fee related earnings.
Oh, fee related earnings.
Yeah, you got to look at their fee related earnings. And I use stock analysis for my stuff. You can get I know I'm not trying to promote stuff on your show.
You can on this show. This is a fun show.
Okay, I have nothing to do with them, but it's like $70 for the whole year.
Mm.
And it's super legit, man. Stock analysis.
This is other fee related earnings, 74% CAGR since 2023. If I can get like a total fee related earnings, I might just do all.
Yeah. Yeah, they also have an insurance sector too. They have all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So the PE is not going to tell you the whole story. You got to look at the fee related earnings. But at the end of the day, I mean, the PE is what the investors get back, or sorry, EPS growth is what the investors are going to get back. Free cash flow per share growth is what the investors are essentially getting back.
Yeah.
If the fee related earnings skyrocket, but they're not managing the company well, and then, the EPS is going down and free cash flow is going down, then, I mean, it doesn't really matter what the fee related earnings are if they're not managing the company well and distributing that. So,
yeah, PE is out of my circle of competency. It's somewhere where I'm trying to get better because I feel like KKR and those companies are they're going to be solid investments. It's just getting down to a circle of comprehension.
I bought KKR just because Fuhat said to. I felt bad he was all alone and nobody was buying it.
Yeah, that's like I know I made fun of the other guy, but these are like buy and hold forever companies. I mean, they really are.
Yeah.
You're buying real estate. You're buying fast growing companies. You're buying private equity. And it's a great investment, in my opinion. Don't buy it because I'm saying that.
All right, Gil's gonna sue us here soon. So, are there any fights you recommend we look up here? For the
viewers? look up Tyler Bailey, which is me, versus Sergio Guerrero.
Martinez
Guerrero.
Yeah. 13-minute fight. We're watching the whole thing. We could do it on like 1 or 2x. This is a fun show. You don't know what you're getting.
Yeah, you don't gotta watch the full thing, but yeah, I won this one. This was my last one before I decided this isn't how I want to make money anymore.
Yeah, I don't blame you. MMA, I've seen it like firsthand from gyms and stuff. It's I'll start when they got the intros. It's a harsh life when you start like seeing coaches and stuff,
Yeah.
Especially amateur scene.
Yep.
All right, so we go in here. We'll do 1.5. Good glove touch. We like to see that. He goes for a clinch because he's a bitch.
Yeah, he has that wrestling tattoo. So he was in the Olympic Training Center, and I believe it's Denver. This guy's a legit wrestler. I believe he was in the Olympics. You can find a ton of wrestling stuff with him. We're just kneeing the shit out of each other. But yeah, he's a stocky wrestler. He had a bunch of pimples on his back, so I know he was on steroids.
Yeah, that's interesting. School, we were talking about that this week. Okay, looks like there's a break in the action. Was there an eye poke or a nut shot? It looks like.
Yeah, I need him in the
Nice. That's
Yeah.
great equalizer for being on EPO. Controlling distance. Oh, there we go. A nice reversal on the wrestler. He looks to set up a trip here, but you blast in for a double. Keep that head high class past the legs. Good to see. We're looking for Gilly potentially, but he postures high.
It's basically this the whole fight. It's basically us just wrestle fucking each other. I mean, he didn't give me a choice. He closed the distance. But the thing is I've been wrestling and doing jiu-jitsu forever, so it was like, okay,
yeah,
you're not gonna beat me doing this. It's just
it's better than going against some like sniper kickboxer from Muay Thai or from Thailand and worried about brain damage.
Well, I mean, the way he's fighting me is the way how I would like to fight. I want to take people down.
Oh yeah, I know. It's
for me, taking people down to the ground and controlling them. If you're way better at grappling than someone, it's pretty hard to get knocked out. It's pretty hard to lose. But you could be a better striker than someone, right? You're way better at striking, but they could still knock you out with a lucky punch.
Yeah.
So I was always like, you know what? I'm way better at grappling than most people. I'm going to grapple them. That was my
smart.
Yeah, there was this he was an Eastern European fighter that was like known for his high kicks, and then he got KO'd by a high kick and catastrophically like fell on top, and like his leg was bent weird and stuff. Like he was just lights out immediately. And it was the exact opposite of the result. I think it was Mirko Krokop, I think was the guy's name.
Yeah, it was Krokop. He had a brutal left high kick, and then I believe he was fighting Gabriel Gonzaga. Could be wrong.
That sounds right. Yeah,
might have been Gonzaga, and he just put him out, man.
Yeah. All right, we have a good takedown here. Little step over from over under position. We're immediately looking to get mount. Just settling down here. This is what we want to see. Good cross face pressure. He's using the
he has a right underhook right here, and that's where I fucked up. And I tried to go to mount, but I mean, he's no slouch too, man. I think he was like a black belt too and a wrestler. So it was just like,
oh my goodness. I
should have kicked him right here. I could have kicked him in the face. And I'm trying to set up a leg lock, and then he gets out.
Yeah, you had a bite on that straight ankle for a little. Now we're playing guard.
I did tripod sweep him here.
Oh, beautiful. Can't hang. Oh, smooth. Immediately goes. Good back control.
He's just a little fire hydrant, man. He was strong. The guy's killing it. He's doing all these grappling tournaments, and he's still fighting. That guy.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are on the EPO these days, unfortunately. I did a grappling industries, and I'm right by Canada, and I was in the intermediate, like 200 weight class, and the guy who won the bracket was just clearly he's all decked out in ADCC gear. You think he like finished every match in like a minute. Just interesting. You wouldn't think at a local tournament, but
yeah, I actually have. I did the same tournament, so I did this thing. So I don't know if you heard of MUSA apparel.
No.
So I was sponsored by MUSA, and I did the MUSA challenge, which was owned by this guy named Travis, and I competed with Gordon Ryan back in it was like 2014 or 15.
Oh wow.
We didn't go against each other, but we were in the same brackets.
That's sick.
And if I would have won, I would have faced him in the finals. So I won, he won, I won, he won. We were on the opposite sides. And then I lost in the semifinals, and I went against him. But yeah, back then he was my size.
Yeah, he was natural. And
no one knew who he was. I didn't know who he was. And then he just fucking leg locked everybody. So
was Danaher his coach at the time, or was that before the DDS days?
I think like he just went there. I don't remember. But he was he was like really lean and jacked
Yeah.
and stuff, but he wasn't the guy who he is today. You know?
We have a question. What is your thesis on MUSA? This guy doesn't understand why there's bulls on it.
Yeah, so MUSA is like AutoZone. I don't know if you guys ever looked at AutoZone stock, but it's one of the best stocks of all time, man.
It's performed.
AutoZone.
Yeah. AutoZone is like, you wouldn't expect it because it's such an unassuming name that has quietly just returned buckets of money to shareholders.
Yeah. So MUSA is a cannibal. So they buy back their own stock like crazy. And the main thesis is gas prices are pretty low right now. Look up price per barrel of oil. It's really low. And I believe, and many believe, as gas is cyclical, it's low right now, and it's going to go up in the future within the next 2, 3, 4 years. Okay. MUSA receives a percentage of gas, right? That there's like a spread that they receive. Okay. So the more that oil costs, the more they're going to make. It's kind of like assets under management with Aries. Yeah. So yeah, if you got to zoom out on that though, to really see, you got to go max on the chart. There you go. Okay. So yeah, you could see that it's very cyclical, and it's very, very low compared to history. Okay. You got to factor inflation in there as well. There's also inflation adjusted charts, but my thesis is I don't think gas is going to get much cheaper. I think it's going to stay where it's at, and I'm going to load up on MUSA every time I sell a contract, sell a house, flip a house. I'm going to put a lot of my commission into that into this company. And in about 10 years, MUSA is going to be making way more money. They're going to have way more gas stations open. They're going to buy back way more shares, and their EPS is going to be insane. So yeah. It's recession resistant. They're next to Walmart's. All their stores are next to Walmart's. Yeah. They're only in like the Northeast. So imagine if they went across the whole U.S.
Yeah.
They're only in the Northeast. They have so much room to expand. They have strategic locations, like I said, with Walmart. And they're also, I don't know if you guys ever went to those gas stations and you see those little kiosks.
Yeah.
You run up and buy cigarettes. There's like it's like a cigarette booth almost.
Yeah.
They're tearing those down and they're building actual convenience stores there.
Oh, wow.
So they call those raise and rebuilds. So, in short, their gas is going to go up eventually. They're building more stores, and they're smashing down those old cigarette stores and making convenience stores. So I think all that combined with buying back shares is going to be real good in like 3-4 years. So
yeah. Fiscal, didn't Andrew pitch us MUSA like a while back?
I think he brought it up. I think he brought up MUSA recently, but I don't remember where or when or what the context was of that conversation.
Yeah.
They also own like 80% of their properties. They don't rent, like Circle K, like Alimentation Couche Tard is the name. They rent. They do they rent from certain REITs and stuff. You good?
Oh, so he brought up MUSA on a live stream recently with Fabio.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I remember talking with him about it though. Maybe like it's for the first ever time he was on.
Yeah. He's probably been looking at it for a while. He tends to look at things for a long time.
Yeah.
I like the business model, man. It's so easy to understand. It's just like they make money on gas and they make money on their convenience stores, and people need gas. The real risk is like if a bunch of their places explode. You read the 10K, that's like they have the risks there. It's like
Wow.
explosions. If EVs take over super fast, they're in trouble.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to get into the EV charging stations. I don't see them just doing only gas. I don't think they're that stupid.
Yeah, I would think.
But they're strategically located in poorer areas too. So
why is that?
People
Convenience stores like that do better in poorer areas. Yeah.
Yeah, and people don't have electric, EVs in poor areas. A lot of people smoke in poorer areas,
and scratch off lotto tickets and things like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Shout out
all the convenience store slop that you can sell for an easy buck.
Yeah.
It all does well in poorer areas.
Yep. It's a good company, man. And their performance is insane. I mean, look up their 10-year performance total. It's like until the recent dip, I mean, they outperformed Meta, Google, all those guys. So
we only look at the 1-day performance here on this show. 10 years way too long term for us. I'll give you one last question before we let you go. Okay. What are your thoughts on Palantir, Tesla, those kind of like fiscal, did you say bubble stocks?
The cultish high flyers, the volatile cultish high flyers. That's what I call them.
Well, I think X and social media is a big echo chamber for people who are invested in stocks. So they'll go and look for comfort, and they'll find that comfort on X, where Palantir is a great buy at all-time highs, whatever. I mean, I just stay away from that. Like the guy you asked me earlier, whatever his name is, like if I see a post like that long, I'm just not reading it. I don't, I got on X to read like a paragraph at most,
sound bites.
Yeah. Tesla's financials are just terrible. Palantir, I don't understand their future. PE's crazy. Their forward PE's not great, I remember looking at them when they were at like $8 and they were unprofitable back in like 2022, I think. And I was going to buy them, but I didn't, it was like a gamble. It was like a fuck it casino time. And I didn't do it. But yeah, I just think people need to be very careful who they listen to online. There's a lot of fucking idiots out there, man. It's a lot of idiots. And to summarize this podcast there's a lot of fucking idiots who hide their face, their name, their total invested amount on X, and they'll block you if you call them out. They might be Chinese bots. I mean, I don't know what the hell. It's just got to be careful.
What a soundbite! What a way to end the show. Tyler, we'll send you off here. Where can the people find you for stocks, jiu-jitsu, privates? I don't know, anything you want to promote.
Well, I'm in AZ. I don't give privates, but yeah, you could follow me. Black belt. What is it? Black belt stocks on X.
Yes.
Black belt investor on TikTok. I'm trying to do the Discord things. I did this kind of just for fun, seeing where it takes off. I'm doing the Discord. We'll see how that turns out. There's a risk of being sued with Discord. It's not financial advice, but we have another 2008 and a bunch of people lose money on MUSA. Could start seeing some lawsuits. So it is risky. So I'd like to make money doing stock stuff, but the market's pretty saturated, Yeah. But yeah, black belt stocks on X and black belt investor on Instagram, on TikTok.
There you go. Maybe if it's times get desperate enough, it'll be the dividend black belt investor. Next time.
Yeah.
All right,
You'll be the
Tyler.
dividend kings.
Thank you for coming on. Always a pleasure. You can talk about stocks and jujitsu in the same conversation. We will see you another time.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. For
Have a
having me.
wonderful night.
Yes. What a time.
Wow.
That was great. That was probably like a top 10 episode.
Yeah, we don't get to discuss both financial things and martial arts in the same show very often.
I feel bad. I feel like you feel like you could have been lost easily with some of the
No.
slang.
I used to actually really enjoy watching MMA. It's just for some reason over time, like I just gradually lost interest. But I do remember fondly the years where I was hyped about Ken Shamrock versus Tito Ortiz.
Oh yeah, we were talking about
idea
that.
how old I am.
And for full disclaimer, he would literally fuck up like 99% of 99.8% of the world. He is the real deal from somebody who knows like anything about martial arts or jiu-jitsu. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could in the fight that you pulled up, like it looked just like any of the high ticket UFC fights in terms of performance. Those were definitely top level.
No
athletes.
Graham Stephan.
Yeah.
You guys care if I? We were just talking about cigarettes and gas stations. Like Granny's gonna love this. Okay, let's see what we missed in the chat. Oh, Gil was talking a bit. Gil, who's a fan now of the show, somehow makes sense.
No, Joe wants us to go over balance sheets.
Balance sheets of the companies you discuss. Oh man, fucking A. Talk about members only.
You know when I think maybe there might be something to that. Some investments, I think the balance sheet comes into play a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like when you think of like a software company, usually it's asset light and they don't have a ton of debt or anything. They might have a pile of cash, but there's not really like a bunch of line items to go over. Oh yeah, here's their properties, plants, and equipment, and here's their real estate and everything. It's like no, they just they have like a bunch of cash and no debt. Like okay, cool.
Yeah, are you interested in Aries at all now?
Well, I mean, it's been brought up in different communities of which we are a part. In the same conversation as KKR, actually.
Yeah.
And I've talked to Fuhat and Andrew and Fabio each about I don't remember who for which, but KKR, Aries, and even ARCC have all that. There was a whole conversation that I had at some point. So,
Walt.
I would for sure consider Aries, but I already have KKR, and I wonder how many of the same type of thing do I want and all that. And is it the best? Is it the best opportunity? Do I have better ones? How diversified do I need to be? I'm going in a more concentrated direction lately.
Just go to ChatGPT and ask about the balance sheet and go over the summary. It's not a horrible idea. I mean, what stock do you want to hear about? Yes, Hugo, it is. Oh, we should talk about TSSI because Hugo's in here. The whale.
Oh, yeah, I would love to talk about TSSI. I hear the bottom's in.
Yeah, so my portfolio was up this week, or it wasn't up really.
Yeah, I added some TSSI Thursday and Friday. So,
what do we think is like obvious? You think like anything below like 15, 16's I don't know what's the screaming buy price? We have Dave.
Yeah, I would say I tend to think the below 15 is the pound the table level on TSSI. That's just the sense I get. Because they're about to have, I think, in October, a pretty fat earnings call.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And I think it could before the end of the year get to new all-time. It's been a choppy ride, don't get me wrong, but I think you could see new, fresh all-time highs before the end of the year.
Yeah,
for real.
For real. Shout out Fuhat. The base High Tide was doing pretty good yesterday. It was up like 9%.
Oh yeah. High Tide had a nice
Good money.
rally at the end of the week. I think people are slowly starting to realize that there's something to this, and it's not just any other weed stock.
Momentum can go a far way.
Yeah, I think the actual scope of the Remexian deal is maybe starting to sink in a little bit too, because of how big that is and what that really means for the company and everything. It's pretty beefy.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking maybe we'll see some upgraded price targets here too. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Come on,
probably not Fuhat. Probably not. $10 for the SSI. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. I was also really close to allocating more to Uber, but I didn't. It was at like 90 yesterday. I'm like, I should there's no reason I shouldn't be at least 10% in this company.
And it's a nice little pullback on Uber. So if there was a time to maybe hit the gas, it might be the best time before liftoff beyond 100 if you're really confident in it.
I really like the mobility and like food delivery side. And if I had Grab and Uber as like 15-20% of the port, I'd be happy.
I personally added to UNH because I think it's been sitting there. It's been sitting there in that low 300s, like gathering steam, and it seems like it's getting ready to spring up again. Maybe I don't have a crayon and a chart, but I just get the what is it? My left nut's tingling. Yeah.
I was confronted this week about our Oscar Health bashing.
Did we bash Oscar Health?
I just thought we kind of said it was, the fundamentals weren't completely lining up with the valuation, in our opinion.
I just don't know that it's worth the hype that it gets.
Yeah.
It may not necessarily be a bad business model, because going after the people who buy their plans on the exchanges may actually be like an interesting gap to pursue, because a lot of the other companies don't focus that much on that. No. They focus more on getting the employer plans, because that's big. That's bigger piece of the pie. Yeah, sure we do.
Dude, the Alex Goofy Nail thing is so fucking funny on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
The thing about these like finance wife accounts is like, I don't see it's just out of pure love for the game, and I respect it so much. Like I'll see like random replies on posts where like you're not gonna get a crazy amount of engagement, It's just like some very specific diss. It's like, yeah, I have a Long Island renovation in my driveway right now. It's like that is the funniest thing ever. I don't care. That's funny.
They're very, very committed to the shtick.
Yeah,
and I do appreciate that. It's a lot of commitment, and they don't really. There's not really any like financial gain or anything they're getting out of it. So
pure love for the sport. Yeah,
versus us, we have our $2 membership, so we're grifters.
Yeah, and by the way, everybody, we were toying with the idea of raising it from $2 to $5. We're now politely asking for your financial support.
So
we can't really do it.
So the $5 level does exist.
It does. Yes, it does exist. So we have.
Now I want to make. Actually, I wanted to bring this up.
We need to beg for money, Fest.
Glad you reminded me. So for anybody that is in the $5 level, or who is considering upgrading to the $5 level, we would love to hear feedback on what is something that we could do to further entertain you that would make that $5 level worth it to you.
Yes, it's like $5. I don't think it's a lot. To be fair,
I don't think we can scrap the $2 tier, and I don't really want to.
No, me either. I like
But
the twos.
if there is something that we could do to make you feel like, hey, this is worth the $5 tier, tell us what that is.
Free picks.
Or just give ideas, and maybe it'll inspire us to come up with something, brainstorm sesh, what have you. We'd like to be able to give a little something extra to the people who go for that higher tier.
Yes, I agree.
StreamYard isn't cheap. I'll just say that.
We have like actual expenses, everybody. We've had enough. We want $1 for this. We've been doing the show for free for too fucking long. The handout meth. You get. We asked for serious criticism once like a year in the show. The $5 meth raffle tickets, cigarettes, whole. We get these responses. Dividend, dude.
Oh, get him to do a face reveal behind the $5 paywall.
I already have the face reveal.
Yeah, but
I won't give it out.
It has to be a voluntary one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's never going to happen.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. I don't really think a face reveal is like insanely. I mean, me and you have been doing this show. Oh my, we can't do anything. We asked for positive feedback once a time, shirt off. This is we are a group of serious investors. Final last words on this show. Yeah. Also, I apologize, Fiscal, for not doing the weekly call or whatever this week. I started school.
Oh, the Twitter space. Yeah.
Yeah, the Twitter spaces.
We promise we'll get back on the Twitter spaces soon.
Yes, we'll try and do at least one a week. Sometimes there's just like nothing to talk about. Fair, to be fair. Yeah, school started this week. It was.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty flexible schedule wise, so don't worry. Whenever you can squeeze a spaces chat in there, just alert me and I'll hop in.
We need to give our channel members value. That's the bottom line.
Indeed.
I mean, I feel like $5 it's a good amount. Like, I feel like we'd have to offer some better. Like $2 is good because like that's a good way to support the show. You get some. Yep. I think you get really good benefits for it. $5 is you're starting to creep into the territory where it's like, okay, somebody could be, that adds up. $5 times 12, what, 60? Is my math wrong?
Yeah. That would be what that comes out to.
$60 a year.
You could buy a
video
game on Steam for that.
Yeah,
maybe you could buy Gil's game. Those who know.
Yeah. You should appreciate this. We're giving them free. You guys need to make Blake join. I missed Retire's comments in here. I'll be honest. It's been a while. I think this is Yep. There you go, Joe. There you go, Joe. That's the kind of.
That's an endorsement if I ever saw one. Quote of the year material there.
Quote of the year material. I was rewatching the old quote of the year videos today. I think we need to set it up better so like you can actually see the quotes.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be going through a lot though. There's so many.
That's gonna the year end shows are some of my favorites though.
I don't know if Dividend Dude can come on for this one. There's like a lot of
haters.
Who wants to? I wouldn't say haters. It's just like a lot of repercussions for saying some questionable things. It's the nicest way to say it.
We do every Saturday at 8 p.m. You're the one who encroached on our stream, Long Dong.
Oh, you wanna bump heads with some real gangsters. It's a bad idea. Oh Jesus. This is a bad combination. Just reading this chat should be a show. Maybe we pull it up for a little bit on here. This could be a bad idea. We'll see how long this StreamYard feature that we pay $400 a year lasts. Are there any opportunities that you're not invested in that you're looking at right now?
Well, honestly, most of what I've been thinking about is adding to things that I'm already in strategically, or going heavier onto things like options, being a little bit more degenerate, you know.
Wow.
Because I like to get the most possible return. I've actually been thinking maybe on this latest pullback that it had recently, maybe more evolution, because it pulled back to the 80s and it was in the 90s before.
I was gonna say evolution was like actually looking really attractive, like at like 83. It's like, oh, okay, this we get going like 75 again. I think it wouldn't hurt ads. Can we get grandfathered into $2?
We're not getting rid of the $2.
Yeah, we're not getting rid of it.
Yeah, we do have an
encouraging more.
We have an existing $5 one that we're asking for feedback on how if there is something that people feel would make it more worth it to be a part of the $5 tier, because right now everything that we do that's for members, all members get equal treatment for it. You know, one thing I was thinking is maybe more of like maybe more kind of like personal behind the scenes type stuff, you know.
Yeah. How I benched 225 pound. You know, that entire conversation we had earlier this week could possibly be a members only. We're talking about substance abuse, everybody. I had some questions. Fiscal's the Natty Kings. We had to. Okay, this is a good one. Hugo said in-depth modeling and financials. I mean, I feel, you know.
Don't we already do we'll already do that at the $2 level. We'll pull up the fiscal AI whatever thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, or do you mean like actually run it through like a
the dividend discount? Oh, let's do a dividend discount model, and we'll judge whether we want to buy a stock off the 5-year growth.
I've fully moved away from doing that kind of thing.
Oh, I don't know how you can live with yourself not doing that. Not judging your entire thesis off of a 5-year growth rate on dividend. Whew. Oh my goodness. Our Seymour. Oh my goodness. This is like Christmas.
Strongman just joined.
Oh man, Fiscal. I think we need to talk about more our financial struggles. We're getting so much money.
Yeah.
Never go after ex-girlfriends, girlfriends, or children. We tire. Oh my goodness. This is like the battle of the retards. We tire on dividends versus. Okay, the comments are being retracted off screen. This will just be entertainment. We'll read this. Oh my goodness. This is.
Never go after ex-girls, girlfriends, or children, you dumb clown.
Maybe we should
have
both of these two on. We want to have you on the show sometime. I hope.
Affirm is one I'm not looking at yet, but I need to look at Affirm because I keep hearing about it.
Yeah. Joe is slowly becoming one of the top characters on and off the show. He might be replacing We Tire because We Tire is kind of gone MIA. Seymour Duck, once again, very generous, gifting us with his Google Play money for our dance. So here we go.
Do me a favor. Shut the fuck.
Oh wait,
up.
Here we go.
Round two. Here we go.
Thank you very much, Seymour Duck. We love your money, and thank you to Joe for the $2 super sticker. Joe, I always appreciate opening Twitter, and the first thing seeing is a comment like this. Yes, and Retire. I couldn't really address it, but your first comment that you made on the show was untrue. You can go back and scroll up if you really want. This is an interesting comment section where we have Granny, we have Gil, our accountant, Joe. This is just like a cast of characters right now. Wow. We'll keep going because of how entertaining this is. We have 278 people watching from Twitter and YouTube, so thanks.
And the chat is full of the most fascinating assortment that I have seen in a while.
Yeah, this is just the amount of diversity. Wow. Yeah, this guy's fucking. I'm reading through our posts right now from. I'm shocked we're not blocked by Amit yet. We're going to be. Seymour is. We haven't somehow been. Our post is kind of blowing up right now.
I feel bad because I think he highlighted or reposted one of my grab things.
It's fine. We don't run the Twitter. Remember that? It's our third man. It's our editor. We can always put the blame on. There's no
accountability.
At least we're not UNH investors.
But yeah. I mean, Grab had a pullback to like 480 or something.
Yeah,
last week.
I think I added actually.
I was thinking about it, but I'm sitting there with that like 350 cost basis. I'm like, I don't wanna.
All right, so for full disclosure, and while we're at this hour of the show, of the non-seriousness is, okay, I'll give the full context and credit. Seymour Duck, who is, he'll just send me this stuff throughout the week, and it's just like these random, really intriguing posts that like I don't know how he gets his hands on, or like it's like the 1 hour mark of a live stream with like 30 viewers or something. Us, and it's just like really interesting stuff. So Fabio had mentioned something last week about how Amit had a startup, and I never knew about this.
Right.
And allegedly the rumor is, do you know it, Fiscal?
I mean, what I heard was, and granted, I don't know anything about this, but people have said that it was supposedly a rug.
So,
like not a magic carpet, but like a rug pull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he used to have Dan has started? Okay, so he got a lot of. Does he disclose how much he made from Palantir besides just the 6 figures or whatever, 7 figures?
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
This is like,
I think it is 7 figures. I do think he's possibly shown it at some point. I don't.
Okay.
I really don't closely follow Amit.
It was allegedly this like podcast platform, and he raised $300K according to Gil. I trust Gil, so we're gonna have him on the show sometime. Seymour sends me this. I'm like, I gotta make a post. I have to make a post. And he's looking really.
All right.
I understand why he wears a hat now.
I want to poll the audience. Who do you trust more, me in a tank top or Amit in a tie?
I'm gonna put that up actually. With that said, though, Hugo made a very generous donation of $10, and it's probably like the biggest we've ever received. So we appreciate that. Thank you very much, Hugo. Palantir to the moon. Great. I'm going to put a poll up now. That's okay. Who would you trust with trust investing 10K?
300K.
300K?
That's what he supposedly raised. Okay. Yeah, I got apples, buddy.
Fiscal with tank top. I'm not reading that, Granny. Amit in a magic. All right, the poll's up. Oh wow, quote of the year. We have about like 8 quote of the years in the comment section right now. So the person who runs our Twitter made a post saying, "Just found a new startup. Surely it will go well." And he's looking really. The beard's a little scruffy here, and the hair is, I don't know what to call that. I don't even. It brings me no joy making fun of his haircut. To be fair, Fiscal, do you have any comment? Is he a Casanova of sorts?
Nah, he's too scrawny.
Yeah. So the issue is if he.
Anybody that tells you women don't like 3D delts is lying.
This might be one of the crazier things I've said on this channel, but if he were to shave the hair and rock the bald look, would there be any world leader who there was a documentary on Netflix that he might look like.
Are you talking about Gandhi?
No.
No.
His last name rhymes with Madden. Or Madden.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there.
Could see it a little bit. And whoever okay. What you didn't
Oh
put
my
it on
gosh,
his-
what kind of a chode puts content creator as their job on LinkedIn?
Yeah, and he didn't put it
Oh
on his
fuck
LinkedIn.
fuck right off. Oh my gosh, that's really.
He and he didn't put the experience as LinkedIn. I wonder why.
Yeah.
And we had some interesting comments we'll go through. Being paid to shill a stock is much easier. This guy's a fucking idiot. I'm sorry.
At least if I do it, I'll put Cashflow Kings LLC partner.
Yeah.
I won't put content creator.
This guy and Uncle Scrooge told us, he called us a cockroach and a burden of the earth, an unwanted piece of shit. I just said this guy reposted Kathy Wood pic of clips talking about Palantir. And when you have a negative return in the last 5 years in like one of the most historical bull markets, I don't really think
you don't understand disruption.
Literally, our whole audience is outperforming her. You could have Eskov and you'd be outperforming.
You just don't understand disruption, bro.
Yeah, disruption.
Roku and Tesla to the moon, bro.
So of course, Human responded to it.
I like Human. He's got his
guy.
profile picture is I think the Big Lebowski, if I'm not mistaken. Which
Interesting
is cool.
comments. Get a load of this guy. Who's this guy? Who's Lionheart? So the whole Palantir cult is kind of coming after.
Oh yeah, they're gonna go harder.
Yeah,
because you just attacked the cult leader.
Oh yeah, it's shilling Misty too. Andrew, we're gonna get on that. Trust me. We're gonna start, and let's hope Dave gets so big after we put the pumpers onto it, and eventually Yield Max will have to start a Dave fund. Davey what? Davey
Jones locker.
How I went all in Davey. But Hugo was generous in donating $10, so this might be the most erotic dancing you'll ever see.
Do me a favor. Shut the fuck up.
Round two, here we go.
Do me a favor.
Thank you very much, Hugo. We appreciate it. We could put some money into TSSI for that. Each buy a share.
If it's still kind of in this range next week, I'll probably get a lot more than one share, bro.
Yeah, there you go.
I might go all in on margin into TSSI, bro.
Oh, that puts Camaro to shame.
And then I'll tell people that the reason we know how to use margin.
Gil, we need to get you on the show. We want it to happen. Oh, wow. He has a kid retire. Calm down. That's not funny. He has a kid. Amit has a winning strategy. Clearly, if I think he had a winning strategy, he'd go to a barber.
Does YouTube automatically ban people for saying certain things in chat?
No, but I did put that one away because I didn't like it. Or whoever. I mean, I'm sorry, retire. I like you, but don't attack a man's bedroom performance. With how much cereal Andrew eats, he could be going up all night long. Do you guys want to donate to my cigarette? And wow. Actually, I think we should. Seymour sent me another pretty interesting video that I want to. I might have to pull up here while I use the bathroom real quick. So you obviously all saw the video is also unlisted, by the way. Interesting that how transparent it is, how much we see it. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. You all enjoy this clip.
Hello, everybody, to the last investor update for Audia. Not an easy way to do this or to say this, but this is the final update because we are officially deciding to shut down. This is a decision that was pretty hard to come to. Came to it during the last week of December with myself and my co-founder after a lot of intellectual debating around the idea and ultimately how the idea to shut down came into place. So I want to walk through basically where my head's at and why I've decided to make this decision, why Amin and myself are making this decision for the next 20 minutes, and kind of go through the details on how I came to this decision. Before I get into the details, first of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been on this journey and supported with their not only their capital but their time and their appreciation and their support and just a variety. I could not have asked for a better group of investors over the past 2 years to try to launch an ambitious idea like Audia.
Ambitious idea.
And a lot of you will be getting personal messages from me. Some of you have already gotten some messages from me. I've actually consulted with some of you towards the end of December when I was really debating if I should ultimately pull the trigger. And so thank you for those that gave me their time to even, discuss and think about this idea and their input.
Why is he dressed like somebody cosplaying as a frat kid for Halloween?
Backwards hat, Adidas shirt. Wow.
Oh,
No tie anymore. He lost the tie.
he lost the tie. He had to liquidate that.
Once he lost all the investor money, he lost the tie too.
She had to sell this.
The tie was gold, so
Yeah, it was
tough times at Audia.
not bullish. I wouldn't buy.
Mm.
What a scam ball.
Hey guys, we're raising $300,000 for Cashflow Kings LLC.
Yeah, we do need some money.
Trust us with your money.
$5,000 minimum. You must be somewhat accredited. You must have a net worth of $50. Dave shareholder. What else?
You have to be worth 3 figures before the decimal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta have at least $20 a month in dividend income.
Oh yeah. Qualified dividend income must be at least 10 of that. Yeah, he's an interesting cat, and it truly is it's a perfect example of if you're retarded enough, you can get just about anywhere in life.
Well, there actually is something to that, because when you look at it, people whose intellects are below a certain threshold, it will never occur to them that they can't do it.
Oh,
just try.
That's smart.
And so they are actually in some ways more likely to succeed because of their higher willingness to just try in spite of how inept they are, that eventually something works out.
Yeah. Did Trump have what did Trump do this week? Is he announcing like any?
He announced something to do with outer space. It came out I guess he's claiming he was an FBI informant against Epstein now.
I totally didn't do it.
And he had the meeting with like Zuckerberg and Tim Cook and Bill Gates.
Oh my God, they're so funny.
They were all slurping his nuts.
I think for the next episode when we do our intro, we should like start it off like that.
I wasn't sure which number you wanted me to go with.
I want to thank you so much for your leadership on this and the fact that you do wear tank tops. We weren't wearing tank tops, and it's been such a pleasure. Let me back in the chat. I don't think you were banned. We wouldn't ban a channel membership. Oh, hold up. I would never ban somebody that gives us money.
The message said he was banned.
It says put user. It doesn't put you hide. It doesn't say he was banned. No. I just deleted a message. That was it.
Well, it says in the chat, We Tire on Dividends was banned and their comments were removed. That's what it says. So
where? Okay. I don't know. I don't think I did it. But
yeah,
I'll try and unban him. I wouldn't unban him, or I wouldn't. I'm working on it. Retire. Calm down. Oh, there was a message held for review, and it talks about. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. I probably shouldn't read this out loud. There's a few of them talking about wearing. Oh my. Yeah, talking about Church and Dwight products and how. Yeah, we're not gonna. Yeah. Have you guys looked into DK? What's DK? We'll look into it.
It's Donkey Kong, obviously.
Delic Holdings. It's market cap.
Exterminate. Oh wait, that's
Market cap of 1.8 bill. Currently up 54% since August 8th. So the 1 month performance checks out on this show.
1 month performance off the charts. Buy calls, guys.
What do they do? Tell me what they do. There we go. We tires in here. I said it. I'm the chosen
Oil
one.
refining, biofuels.
Wow. Oh, we also did have the opportunity. So I shot my shot this week, everybody. I reached out to the TSSI team, trying to get a little interview set up. And we do have an opportunity to interview. It's another CEO of a company that I've never heard of. So I'm going to give the name to everybody here. So if they have heard of it, please let me know. It is called I might have to go on my iPad for this one. I don't know what email I sent it from. You're a big baller like me. You have multiple emails.
So it's GEVI.
That's the one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Are you looking back at the thing I sent you?
Yep.
All right. GEVI, and it's General Environmental Management, and they have
Forest fire prevention chemicals or something.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Wait, did the stock literally just pump when he told us about it? Oh, that's not good. We should have bought some ahead of it.
Wait, what? Oh no. Last 5 days it's down. It pumped before. It pumped in at the end of August.
End of August? Oh, so it's not fun to talk about anymore. DK. Okay, we'll go back to DK. Making changes to improve cash on their balance sheet. Yeah, I don't know about this General Environmental CEO thing.
I wonder if
a little.
I wonder if they want us to talk about it so that we can generate some exit liquidity.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
For the
we do have a history. We do have a history. Maybe I reached the wrong.
Oh, it is like a micro cap. It's only 84 million.
Oh, you shouldn't talk about it then.
I
mean, we could. We
haven't offered an opinion. We were just offered an interview with the CEO. I mean, maybe there is a reason why it jumped. Like it was flat, flat, and then jumped. So
the email description I got was, if you want something, look at Timely and get the CEO for Jevi. Wildfire prevention systems. It's a safe chemical play that is starting to ramp up revenues along with strong management. We have other interesting ideas as well. If I understand what you're looking for. Wildfires, unfortunately, are a hot topic. Get that?
What a joke.
Since I don't know about that. You're on this show. That's no coincidence. Haha. What's the ticker? Ask Seymour Duck. He'd know. And more channel member lore. All right. Do we want to wrap up here? We could look into DK maybe throughout the week if Joe really wants us to.
Yeah, I'm looking.
You're looking at Jevi. I love how he refers to it as the CFKs. I love that.
Yeah. Weird.
I know. If somebody wants to do a little more digging for us, we don't really know anything. Do we want to wrap up?
Yeah, I think we can.
What are you looking at?
Just I'm having trouble reconciling because I'm getting a different ticker when I try to look up the financials on stock, and it's like it's giving me like a different
I see,
like different price action over the last month, et cetera, et cetera. It's I don't know. I don't know if I'm looking at the right stock because I was going to look at the financials, but another time perhaps.
Yeah, throughout the week. All right, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you to Joe for the super chat. Thank you to Seymour for our fund. Thank you to Hugo, number one, for being our ultimate sugar daddy. We appreciate the financial support. We obviously only do the show for money. We
Our
don't give
generous
a fuck.
benefactors.
We don't give a fuck about any of you. So give us more money. If you're already a channel member, I don't know, consider All right. Thank you all for watching.
Well said,
Especially
well said.
subscribe through Dividend, Stocks, Hot Drugs, Cash Flow's King. Goodbye.